up, everybody? It's Amaya. So today's video is going to be my December Boxycharm unboxing. I love Boxycharm unboxings. They are my favorite videos probably that I do because it's a combination of like an unboxing and a first impressions and a tutorial like all in one. I just think they're so much fun and I love Boxycharm. For those of you that are new to this video or have not heard of Boxycharm before, it is a monthly makeup subscription box for $21 a month, and in each box you get over $100 worth of product, which is absolutely amazing. That's my favorite part about this, is you always get your money's worth and then some. So yeah, I guess we'll just hop right into it. So this is what the box looks like on the inside. The theme for this month is glitz and glam. So this little card will tell you everything that you get and what the price of it would be for retail. And then here are all of the products inside of this box. So right now all I have on is my foundation, concealer, powder, some eyeshadow, brows, and nothing else because everything else is going to be in this box. So the first thing I have in here is this Real Her Be Fearless, Be Limitless blush palette. This says that it retails for $32 and it's full size. I love the packaging of this white and rose gold, so cute. And on the inside, this is what we've got. Okay, so these are some really pretty colors. They look like they are all baked blushes. You have a really nice like mauve-y gold sparkle sort of color. You have a nice coral and then a nice nude sort of mauve color. These two look like they have some glitters in them, but this one doesn't look like it does. So let's just swatch them and see. This is the shade Limitless. This one's Fearless. This one's Limitless. Then the last one is Unstoppable. Ooh, I love Unstoppable. So they feel very rough, just like typical baked products feel. They don't feel like overly creamy or anything, but not that I expected that. And that's what they look like swatched. So they are definitely subtle. But again, that's not a bad thing for a blush, you know what I mean? I feel like blushes I would like to have a little bit more subtle as opposed to very pigmented, because when you get too pigmented with blushes sometimes that can be an issue. Although they do look a little powdery and I'm not so much a fan of some of the glitter that I see in these two right here. This one seems okay, there's no glitter in that, but there's a few like gold like chunks of glitter in here that I'm not a super big fan of. But when I am swatching it on my hand, you don't really see those glitters, so maybe they just don't show up on the face. Okay, so I'm going to apply this two ways. I'm going to put this on using my Wet n Wild blush brush, I believe this is, and then my Luxie Pro Precision tapered brush. These are my two favorite blush brushes. I like using this one when I really want to get like a nice pigmented application of blush, and then I use this one when I want a nice light wash. So I'm just going to use both just to see which one works better. I'm going to start with this guy right here, and then if that doesn't work, I'm going to use this guy to kind of blend everything out. So for my eye look today, I kind of, you know what, we're just going to go in with a combination of all three. Okay, so that's pretty pigmented, and there's not really any powder kicking up on the package, which I like, because with this white packaging, that can be an issue. You do also get a mirror in here, although very small, still a mirror. Let's just, ooh. Typically I would apply my bronzer first, but I just decided let's change it up and do blush first, why not? Okay, so that's definitely pigmented, but it's not looking choppy or bad. Definitely pigmented though. There's no visible glitter, which I like. I'm kind of liking that because I was afraid there was going to be actual glitters, but I don't see any, and it actually looks really pretty on the cheeks. Really cute, you guys. And you know how awesome this would be for traveling, because you have 3 different blushes right here. Just pop that in your bag and you're good to go. I think that is really pretty. I really like this. Okay, so next we have this Beaut Basics little palette right here. This is the Bronze Essentials palette. This retails for $39.95. What? Why did I think Beaut Basics was like a cheap brand? $39.95? Geez, that's a lot of money for a little bronzer palette. Okay, anyways, this is what it looks like right here. You have these 2 like gold highlighty shades, then you have these 3 bronzer shades. The 2 on the side look like they're like a lighter, more orange, and then this looks like it's a more neutral but darker brown color. So let's just swatch these. Bronzers feel very smooth, but don't know. They're very, very warm, and as far as the shimmers go, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not sure how I feel about this palette. It definitely has some kick up in there. It's definitely dusty, and to me this doesn't look like a $39 palette, like an almost $40 palette. I don't know, it looks super cheap to me, and I'm not a fan of this glitteriness. So I guess we're just gonna go in and try this out. I really hope this doesn't mess up my makeup because I have to go somewhere after this. So yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna take my big Real Techniques brush and just, yeah, there's definitely a lot of kick up. The glitter from the shimmer kind of gets everywhere, but I'm not gonna judge it. So I'm really tapping my brush off because I don't want any of that excess glitter. Whoa, that is a bad mirror. Oh my god, it like distorts your face. Oh, that is not good. I'm sorry, but if I'm going to be paying $39 for a palette, you better give me a nice mirror. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm looking a little orange. Do you guys see that? It's all patchy right around here. Okay. So far, I'm not a fan of this palette at all. I don't like this. Do you see how, like, orangey I am over here? Oh, I need to fix this. I'm going to go in with a little bit of my butter bronzer from Physicians Formula just to try to blend this out. You know, when in doubt, add more bronzer, right? But just seeing if this will blend it out a little bit. Ooh, okay, so yeah, I do not like this at all. Oh, that is so sad because that is like a lot of money. $39.95 for this, and it's chalky. It doesn't blend well. It's super orange. It like blending all that maybe like kind of show some of my breakouts over here, which I don't like. No, not a fan of that. I'm actually gonna go in with a little bit of powder just to try to minimize the damage here because there's a lot of it. I do not like this bronzer in the slightest. I hope it's showing up on camera because I don't want to be like just being mad about a product right here and then you guys are like, you see nothing wrong. But I'm telling you guys, I do not like how this is showing up on my skin. Okay, I'm just going to go in with a little bit of the Essence Pure Nude highlighter to just highlight my face a little bit. See if I can get some of this chunkiness out of here. And I'm just going to go in with a little bit of Rodeo Drive from Ofra to minimize, again, that oranginess. Maybe this will look better. Okay, so that was super disappointing. That made me really sad. I really wanted to like everything in here. I don't think I've ever gotten a product in my Boxycharm that I haven't like at least kind of liked. Like I've gotten palettes before that I'm like meh, but I've at least been like, okay, it's a good product, it just doesn't work for me. This bronzer palette, like, no. Okay, so we also have a brush in here. This is the Crown Brush Deluxe Blush Brush, and I was going to actually use this for blush, but it's a little dense and I didn't want to like make the blush application look bad and therefore not like the blush, but it's just because of the brush, you know what I mean? It's definitely a dense brush. I would probably use this more for contouring or something of that sort. I wouldn't necessarily use this for blush. It's just a little too stiff for me. I like my brushes to be a little bit looser. As you can see, like this one is a lot looser than this one. They're similar shape, but like this one, do you see how much looser this one is? I'm definitely gonna have to try this out. It retails for $12, and I've gotten Crown brushes in the past, and I like them. I think they're good brushes, so yeah. Okay, so I just went in and set my face with a little bit of setting spray, and I feel like after I did that, I kind of pressed all the powders into my face with my Beauty Blender, which I always do. I just do this after I set my face. I feel like that helped minimize some of the powderiness of that bronzer because that was not a good look. Okay, so the next thing in here I'm really excited about. This is the Tarteist mascara. I've heard so many good things about this. People have raved about this mascara. It's a rubber wand. I don't really have a preference, natural or rubber. Like the Roller Lash is a rubber brush and I love it, but the Too Faced one is a natural brush and I also love that. The Too Faced Better Than Sex. So I don't really have a preference. I like the shape and I like the length and the width of the brush. It feels like it's gonna work kind of nice. I'm excited to try this. Typically I apply my L'Oreal Lash Primer to my eyes, but today I'm not going to do that because I do want to see how this mascara works just on its own, no primer, nothing like that. So I am just going to curl my lashes, but that's it. I'm not going to use the primer or anything like that. I really just want to see how this works on its own. Now let's just go in with a coat of this. Tilt my mirror up a little bit. So it definitely is a more wet formula. Like, it's not like a super wet formula. I've used ones that are more, but it's definitely not dry. The brush is bigger, but it's not too big. Like, I'm feeling like I can't just like go in and do this blind like I can with my roller lash sometimes, because that brush is fairly small and it's also angled. So this one I do feel like you do have to watch it a little bit, but it's not so obscenely big that you're like, I can't even use this. Okay, so I'd say like that's like 1.5 coats. Everyone has a different definition of what a coat of mascara is, but for me that's like one-ish coat. I feel like it looks pretty good. Like, it doesn't look amazing. Definitely darkened my lashes a lot, which is good. And it definitely gave me some length and some volume, but honestly I'm not really seeing anything special. Let's just go in with another coat, see how this does. I'm gonna kind of use this mirror so I can see closer. It's definitely clumping up, but not too much. It's not too bad, but it definitely is. It's not completely clump free. So because the formula is a wetter formula, it definitely has that clumping aspect to it where it's really making my lashes kind of stick together. But it's not horrible, but it definitely is on the more clumpy side of mascaras. However, I don't feel like my lashes look horrible. I'm not mad at them. I've had better lash days and I've had worse lash days. So yeah, the brush is kind of hard to use on the lower lash line, however. Okay, so looking at my lashes, they don't look amazing, but they don't look bad either. They're a little clumpier than I would like them, which is okay. I can kind of fix that afterwards, but I wouldn't necessarily use this mascara alone by itself again, but maybe I want to try it with my primer and I want to try it mixing it with other mascaras, which is what I typically do anyway, just to see how it works, because it's not bad. It definitely did provide volume. I do feel like it lengthened my lashes a bit, not a ton. It's not like, oh my god, but it's not like what happened. Definitely did do some of that. Oh, also that retails for $23, which is typical, I feel like, of a higher end mascara. That's about like what the Roller Lash and the Better Than Sex are. So then lastly we have this Pretty Vulgar Cosmetics My Lips Are Sealed Lightweight Liquid Lipstick. So it's a highly pigmented liquid lipstick that provides a radiant metallic finish, nice comfortable creamy texture, and a citrus cordial flavor. So Pretty Vulgar is a brand that came out in the spring at Sephora. I actually remember watching a Pretty Vulgar like review video when I was on my way home from Florida, I think it was. If not, it was around that time, because I remember seeing review videos for it. But basically the packaging just kills me. I love this floral, love this like rose gold, Pretty Vulgar written in cursive. So gorgeous. Feels like a nice size, feels like not cheap. So this is what it looks like swatched. It feels kind of sticky, like a gloss. So I don't know what to, do I put this just on my lips? Definitely has a citrus smell. I'm gonna line my lips first. How about that? How about we do that? I'm just gonna go in with my NYX Natural lip liner. My lips are lined. Now let's just go in with this and let's see. I don't typically like applicators like this either that are kind of like the flat doe foot, but this one's not bad. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm kind of digging this. It's really pretty, but it doesn't look chunky or glittery. It's so comfortable too. It feels like the comfort of a lip gloss, but it's definitely not like goopy like a lip gloss, which is one of my pet peeves. I hate goopy lip glosses. I hate lip glosses in general, just to be totally honest, but I really like this, you guys. I never would have tried this and I never would have bought this because I would have looked at this color first of all and been like, I won't wear that. It's too like pink for me, and I would have seen the sparkles and been like, nope, not on my lips, but I like this. It looks like a glossy sort of shimmer. It doesn't look like a 80s like chunky sort of shimmer. It looks like a glossy sort of shimmer. Huh. So the Pretty Vulgar My Lips Are Sealed Lightweight Liquid Lipstick, I forgot to mention, is $24 retail. So that's pretty expensive, but don't know, there's some liquid lipsticks that are that price. I just feel like that is a little bit pricey, but honestly, it's really, really pretty. So the total for this month's box comes to $130.95, which if I subtract that Bronze Essentials palette, which I'm definitely not going to use again, it comes to $91, which is still way more. It's like 4 times more, a little bit more than 4 times what I paid for the box. However, it's not as good as a value if I were to subtract that bronzer palette as I typically would get, but without the bronzer palette it's $130, which is an excellent value price for the box. I think that's awesome. Again, $21 a month and you get all this stuff. You get $100 or more worth of product every single month, and they're almost always full size, which makes me so happy because I'm always swimming with samples, and it makes me so mad because I just have all these little samples everywhere. I don't have any full-size products. I don't know, it's just easier when you have full-size products sometimes. They're just bigger, you can see them, they're just nice. But yeah, honestly, I was kind of unimpressed by this box. I was really, really excited to see what they were going to do for holiday, for Christmas. Why does my camera look like it's sideways? I was really excited to see what Boxycharm was going to do for the holidays, and honestly, I'm kind of disappointed by this. Like I said, I feel like the Beaut Basics palette was absolutely awful. I will probably never use that palette again. The blush palette is okay, but not fantastic. I like the mascara and I like the Pretty Vulgar lipstick, and the brush feels nice-ish. But I felt better. I don't know, I'm kind of unimpressed by this box, but honestly, I'll take it. There are some good products in here. I just always like to have high standards for boxes like these because they are pretty expensive. They're not like your typical $10 a month box. So yeah, that's it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys like it. Please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you got in your Boxycharm this month, what you thought of these products, what you thought of your products, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.